Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Pixar's Lightyear just released over the holiday weekend, but it ended up underperforming at the box office. There are many factors contributing to that. I'm not going to get into it since a lot of other people have already discussed this, but also the film itself seems pretty mid. Even the positive reviews on Rotten Tomatoes basically say that it's fine for what it is, which isn't exactly promising. However, it did remind me of the old Buzz Lightyear cartoon back in the day, so I figured we'd take a look at the first episode. In this case, it's a movie called Buzz Lightyear of Star Command: The Adventure Begins, which sets the scene for the show. The movie starts with the toys excitedly opening up a VHS tape. It's a movie starring Buzz, and they all watch it together. The movie proper begins with Buzz on a mission. He and his partner Warp Dark Matter are investigating 3 missing little green men. Buzz is very by the book, and he likes to record audio logs for himself. Warp, on the other hand, is more of a loose cannon, and he teases Buzz about the logs, though they're clearly meant to be exposition for the audience, which is a trope, but it's effective. They end up being joined by 3 stowaways. They insist on coming along to help find the lost ones. At first they want to send them home, but then Buzz realizes that they could be helpful, since they operate on a hive mind and can help find the ones that are missing. It turns out they've been kidnapped by Emperor Zurg, who seems to be after the source of their hive mind. On a side note, him torturing the LGM earns him a spot on my hateable villains list. Villains, we love to hate them. The group is able to locate Zurg's hideout, and a fight ensues, but Zurg pulls a fast one and sets off the base's self-destruct system, and Warp ends up getting trapped under rubble. He insists on the others leaving without him, but Buzz refuses, so Warp has to manually force Buzz to leave. Buzz is really torn up about the whole thing, to the point where he demands that he not have a partner going forward, especially since Zurg has a target on his back, despite the fact that him not having a partner would be breaking protocol, including protocol that he himself wrote. But he's stubborn enough and has a high enough rank in Star Command to be able to shirk the rules a bit. His commander tries to give him a partner anyway, in Mira Nova, a princess from an alien planet, and she has a special ability that lets her phase through solid matter. She was inspired to join Star Command after Buzz saved her home planet, and despite being a rookie, she proves to be very capable, being able to beat all 10 levels of training. But despite all of that, Buzz still rejects her as a partner, much to everybody else's annoyance, since Buzz is acting like he's above the rules. The little green men try to help him out by creating a robot to be his partner, which they call XR. That way, if it ever falls in battle, they can rebuild it, so Buzz won't have to worry about losing another partner. They do end up fighting Zurg again, and the robot does get destroyed, but more importantly, Zurg ends up invading the home planet of the little green men, using his new top agent known as Agent Z. Zurg is after something called the Unimind, a giant orb that is the center of the little green men's hive mind. He wants to corrupt it and use it to control the entire universe, and unfortunately he does make off with it, which is terrible news, but does make for interesting stakes. With the Unimind missing, the LGM can't think properly, so they end up recreating XR, but he's totally different. He now has a lot of personality, as opposed to just mimicking what others do around him. Commander Nebula already doesn't like robots, and he really doesn't like XR when he gets a personality, so he kicks him out. Not that that stops him though. Meanwhile, Emperor Zurg corrupts the Unimind and tests it out on a few targets, brainwashing entire planets to be under his mind control, so Commander Nebula calls for a frontal assault on planet Zurg. Mira has a different idea though. She believes that a single ranger would be able to infiltrate the planet and bypass his defenses, which Buzz agrees with, but Commander Nebula forbids it. Buzz and Mira try to steal an experimental craft anyway, and argue over who should take it, but Mira knocks him out, which is kind of assault, but whatever I guess. He doesn't hold it against her, so he goes it with his own ship. Unbeknownst to him, there are a couple of stowaways. XR stows away on Buzz's ship, along with Booster, a janitor who's trying to get accepted into the Rangers program. He's very eager and learns as much as he can about the Rangers. He often sneaks into the hangars to look at the ships, and Buzz has to make excuses to cover for him, since the two of them have become friends, which goes doubly for this situation. Buzz eventually catches up to Mira and discovers XR and Booster. Unfortunately, Zurg manages to hypnotize the entirety of Star Command, so they're the only ones left to stand up to Zurg. However, Buzz is still insisting on going it alone and sends them away. So Buzz goes to face Zurg, and this time it's personal. But surprise, surprise, it doesn't go well. And to add insult to injury, it turns out his old partner Warp is not dead, and was actually a double agent for Zurg the entire time. And they mock Buzz for thinking Warp was ever friends with him, but when they give him his final words, he uses them to contact the others. He apologizes for pushing them away and lets them know he needs them. So they come back and face Zurg together as a team, and they're able to free the universe and fix the Unimind. I really enjoyed this movie. The character and monster designs are interesting and cool, and the story is fun and adventurous. Buzz's character development is really good too. He goes from a confident space ranger palling around with his buddy on a mission to being feeling grizzled and hardened after thinking his partner died because of him, but he finally accepts the fact that he can't take on the galaxy alone, and lets himself have a partner again, and most importantly, friends. The other characters are fun too. Mira's just as strong-willed and determined as Buzz is, and they make for a fun and interesting dynamic. Booster's very sweet with an enthusiasm that's infectious, and XR went from being a stoic robot to having a lot of personality. He's very witty and has a lot of charm. I can definitely see why Andy would have enjoyed something like this. There's a lot of interesting world building too, and it does a good job at setting up the show. I felt bad for Zurg's minions though. On the one hand, they're evil minions, but some of them seem to be working for him out of fear. There's also one that said he was expecting better benefits when he gave up his body to become a brain in a jar, but Zurg seems pretty open about how evil and cruel he is. I find it hard to believe that anyone would be duped by him to think this wasn't a horribly toxic work environment. What exactly did he promise to make someone willingly give up their body? But that's just an observation. Overall, I had a fun time with this movie, and I definitely recommend it. And I think this series is worthy of Buzz Lightyear's name, but that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Did you watch Buzz Lightyear of Star Command? And have you seen Lightyear? What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Before I go, I want to give a shout out to @HorseheadBackup on Twitter for this meme of our reaction to the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer. It's really funny and Em thought so too. I'm definitely looking forward to this game, so thanks again. I'd also like to give a shout out to our channel members: Stutania, Tyrant Carnivore, Adam K, Shiny Orc Boy, The Rabbit Mancer, General Bolivar, Depth Charge Media, Samaru163, Gabby Hime, Sandy Martin, Verdant Range, Butcher7 Actual, Dash Hound, JVR, Hussyman42, Nixel, Eric Griffin, Phil C, Taylor Ramirez, Caleb Nelson, Shrike Z, Bandito Bane, Hunter Rose, Dakari the Professor, and Jacob Garcia, aka Lightning the Steam Tank Engine. Thank you all so much for your support. If you'd like to become a member, you can hit the join button next to the subscribe button. We also have a buy me coffee if you want to support us that way. But if you enjoyed this video, you can leave a like and subscribe to the channel, which helps us out a lot too, and it's free. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.